Among the ruins of Rome, the stones still whisper. Imagine standing here at sunrise, shadows stretching across the Colosseum's broken walls. 2,000 years ago, this arena roared with the cries of gladiators, emperors, and the restless energy of an empire that ruled the known world. But behind the glory lies a question that has haunted history. How could one city rise from humble beginnings to command an empire stretching across 3 continents, and then fall into ruin? To understand Rome, we must walk the path of civilizations that shaped it, and those it, in turn, transformed. This is the story of the rise and fall of Rome, the empire that refused to die. But before we march into Rome's story, don't let history's echoes fade. Join us on this journey. Hit subscribe, ring the bell, and step into the past, so the lessons of empires never vanish again. Our story begins not with marble palaces, but with mud huts along the Tiber River. Rome was once a fragile village, surrounded by stronger neighbors. The Etruscans to the north, the Greeks to the south. Yet, through resilience and ambition, the Romans forged a republic unlike any the world had seen. Power was divided, laws were codified, and for centuries Rome balanced liberty with order. But Rome's hunger was not satisfied with self-rule. It expanded first across Italy, then across the Mediterranean. The legions, more disciplined, relentless, and armed with iron and willpower, became the empire's beating heart. Every conquest brought wealth, slaves, and new gods, but also planted the seeds of division. From republic to empire, Rome transformed into a city of marble, crowned by the Colosseum and the Pantheon. Legions marched farther than ever, roads stitched continents together, and aqueducts carried life-giving water to millions. In the Forum, senators debated. In the amphitheaters, gladiators fought. In distant provinces, governors ruled in Rome's name. Roman culture absorbed and reshaped the world, from Greek philosophy to Egyptian gods, from conquered art to foreign cuisine. But with grandeur came inequality. Slaves built monuments while emperors feasted. The poor crowded into insulae, praying for bread. Emperors rose and fell, some wise, others mad. From Augustus, the great architect, to Nero, who played as Rome burned. Rome had conquered the world, but in its triumph it had sown the cracks of its undoing. Corruption spread through the Senate, bribes and power plays eroding the ideals of the Republic long lost. Legions once invincible now faced enemies on every frontier. Germanic tribes in the forests, Persians in the east. The empire split in two, east and west, with Constantinople rising as Rome itself staggered. Inside the city, poverty deepened, riots erupted, and trust in emperors crumbled. Barbarian kings pressed closer, their banners rising outside Roman walls, while within, betrayal and weakness left gates unguarded. In 410, Alaric and his Visigoths stormed the Eternal City. For the first time in 800 years, Rome fell. Later, in 476, the last Roman emperor, a boy named Romulus Augustulus, was deposed. The empire in the west was no more. Yet, in the east, Byzantium survived, carrying Rome's torch for another 1,000 years. Rome is gone, but it is not forgotten. In our laws, in our architecture, in our languages and dreams of power, Rome still whispers to us. Every road we pave, every republic we build, carries the echo of the eternal city. Rome rose, Rome ruled, Rome fell. But in its fall, it seeded the world we know today. Subscribe and continue this journey, uncovering the stories of civilizations whose echoes still shape our lives.